How will the UK cope with the Queen's passing? If she passes, or has already, today, we'll be welcoming in a new PM and new monarch in the same week. I'm not sure how that would affect me personally, if at all, but it's certainly going to create a chaotic transition period. Edit. And there we go. Announced almost as soon as I posted this. Put the fucking kettle on. Charles will be so excited to finally be king he'll kick over from a heart attack. She will respawn at a randomly appointed location and Charles will never be king. Promote a pawn to a new queen? 625 days from outlasting Louis XIV. I guess Elton John will have to repurpose another old song. Maybe Crocodile Rock. Pub. 90% of us are just wondering if we will get an extra day off work. Whatever they're feeling, eventually they'll probably be rolling in the aisles when Charles dies of old age soon after taking the throne. Won't be anywhere near as long as his mum's 70-plus year reign. Greater than that's all there was? That's all I get? Greater than death. Afraid so. Quote. The Sandman. I've only been to the UK twice in my life. But if I had to guess. Drinking. They're going to drink about it. Edit. Looks like it happened. Cheers lads and ladies. Drink up. By following this D-Day. In the hours after the Queen's death, a call cascade will take place informing the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Secretary, Britain's highest-ranking civil servant, and a number of the most senior ministers and officials. The PM will be informed by the Queen's private secretary, who will also tell the Privy Council office, which coordinates government work on behalf of the monarch. Internally, the day will be referred to as D-Day. Each following day leading up to the funeral will be referred to as D+1, D+2, and so on. The royal household will issue an official notification, delivering the news to the public. A call script for departmental permanent secretaries outlining how to break the news to their ministers. Seen by Politico, instructs them to say, "We have just been informed of the death of Her Majesty the Queen." Ministers will be told that discretion is required. Ministers and senior civil servants will also receive an email from the Cabinet Secretary, a draft of which reads, "Dear colleagues, it is with sadness that I write to inform you of the death of Her Majesty the Queen." Upon receipt of this email, flags across Whitehall will be lowered to half-mast. The aim is that this can be done within 10 minutes. In an exercise undertaken several years ago, Downing Street raised concerns that this would be impossible as it does not employ a flag officer, and was not certain there will always be somebody present who is able to lower the flag. 1 No. 10 official warned the Prime Minister's team risk public anger if an external contractor has to be called in and the flag can't be lowered quickly. The issue is now believed to have been resolved, according to a government official. In a sign of the times, many of the immediate plans relate to social media. The royal family's website will change to a black holding page with a short statement confirming the Queen's death. The UK government website, Gov.uk, will display a black banner at the top. All government departmental social media pages will also show a black banner and change their profile pictures to the departmental crest. Non-urgent content must not be published. Retweets are explicitly banned unless cleared by the central government head of communications. The royal family will announce plans for the Queen's funeral, which is expected to be held 10 days following her death. The Prime Minister will be the first member of the government to make a statement. All other members of the government will be instructed not to comment until after the PM has spoken. The Ministry of Defense will arrange for gun salutes to take place at all saluting stations. A national minute's silence will be announced. The Prime Minister will then hold an audience with the new king. And at 6 p.m., King Charles will deliver a broadcast to the nation. At the same time, there will be a service of remembrance at St. Paul's Cathedral in the heart of London. The Prime Minister and a small number of senior ministers will attend. The service is planned to appear spontaneous, according to official documents seen by Politico. D-Day +1. At 10 a.m. on the day after the Queen's death, the Accession Council, which includes senior government figures, meets at St. James Palace to proclaim King Charles the new sovereign. Hundreds of Privy Councillors, including the PM and senior ministers, will be asked to attend, with gentlemen expected to don morning dress or lounge suits with black or dark ties. No decorations are to be worn. The proclamation will then be read at St. James Palace and the Royal Exchange in the City of London, confirming Charles as king. Parliament will meet to agree on a message of condolence. All other parliamentary business will be suspended for 10 days. MPs will give tributes in the House of Commons. At 3:30 p.m., the Prime Minister and the Cabinet will hold an audience with the new king. Ministers will be told not to bring their spouses. D-Day +2. The Queen's coffin will return to Buckingham Palace. If the Queen dies at Sandringham, her residence in Norfolk, eastern England, her body will be carried by royal train to St Pancras Station in London, where her coffin will be met by the Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers. If she dies at Balmoral in Scotland, Operation Unicorn will be activated, meaning her body will be carried down to London by royal train if possible. If not, Operation OVERSTUDY will be triggered, meaning the coffin will be transferred by plane. The PM and ministers will attend a reception to welcome the coffin. Proclamations will be read in the devolved administrations. Tributes are likely to continue in Parliament. D-Day +3. In the morning, King Charles will receive the motion of condolence at Westminster Hall. In the afternoon, he will embark on a tour of the United Kingdom, starting with a visit to the Scottish Parliament and a service at St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. D-Day +4. King Charles will arrive in Northern Ireland, where he'll receive another motion of condolence at Hillsborough Castle and attend a service at St. Anne's Cathedral in Belfast. A rehearsal will take place for Operation Lion, the procession of the coffin from Buckingham Palace to the Palace of Westminster. D-Day +5. The procession from Buckingham Palace to the Palace of Westminster will take place along a ceremonial route through London. There will be a service in Westminster Hall following the coffin's arrival. Continued on my next reply. Quick edit. I posted this not thinking it would be read as it was massive. This is the Operation London Bridge, which has been available in the public domain since 2017. I think. https www.politico.eu/articles/queen-elizabeth-death-plan-britain-operation-london-bridge/. I don't have any knowledge that would be useful, so I can't answer questions, sorry. RIP Your Majesty.